Well, hello boys and girls. My name is Carlos Palomino and today I will show you a decimal, a fraction, a pictorial model, and a word form of decimals. Well, first I will show you what a decimal looks like. Well, a decimal is just a tiny little dot that is after the holes in the place value chart. Let me go ahead and show you my decimal point. My decimal point is just like a little period. Is just like a little period, like we call it in writing when we are talking about math. So first, let me show you some examples, such as 1/34, 1.34, 1.34, 1.52, decimal. Let's put a decimal for all of them. There we go. 1.52, 2.27, and 5.43. Well, a fraction way of doing it would be a mixed number way also. 1/34 hundredths is how the number would look, the decimal would look in a fraction way. So let me draw my fraction bar. Well, once we're done putting our fraction bar, we would write like our other ones, 1/52 hundredths, because in our place value chart we are talking about the hundredths. Even though it may sound like hundreds, it's hundredths. So that's why we put hundredths. You would do the same for the others, such as 2 and 27 hundredths, because that's what you may call a decimal in word form. 27 hundredths. After that, you would write 5/43 hundredths. After we would put our 5.43 hundredths, we would move on to our pictorial model. Our pictorial model, I would use an example for my pictures to look like this. A check mark as our whole. A whole is a big number that is not a fraction or a decimal, because that's what a decimal is, a fraction. And our tenths would be a circle. Our hundredths would also be a triangle. So once we put our pictorial model, which let me draw right now. Pictorial model, you would do 1 check mark. How many circles? 3. 3 circles. 3 circles. 3 circles. And how many triangles? Well, we would draw 4 triangles.
We're recording. Be quiet, please. We're recording. Be quiet. Please, they're recording. They're recording. Please be quiet. They're recording. Please be quiet.
Once we're done doing our triangles, drawing our triangles, then we would draw the second pictorial model, which would look the same, but you would just add a few more triangles and circles, or subtract triangles. So our circle, we would draw how many circles? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After our 5,
Guys, please.
then we would draw 2 triangles. After our 2 triangles are done, we would move on to the next, and as you know, you would put 2 check marks. 2 check marks. How many? How many circles? Well, 2 circles. 1 and 2. And 7 triangles. Let me go ahead and draw that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And our final pictorial model would be 5. We would draw 5 check marks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After our 5 check marks, we would draw 4 circles. 1, 2, 3, 4. After our 4 circles, we will draw 3 triangles. 1, 2, and 3. Well, our word form, as I told you earlier, it would be 1 and 34 hundredths. Our second one, 1 and 52 hundredths. Our third, 2 and 27 hundredths. Our 4, it would be 5 and 43 hundredths. And this is my lesson to you, from me to you.